The tragic incident at Gaurisagar in Assam, Sivsagar district. The bodies of all the 5 deceased that were recovered today morning after relentless and tiring search operation that was held for 5 days. They have been sent for post-mortem now. So all the bodies have been sent for post-mortem, and the bodies of the 5 deceased were recovered from inside the ill-fated car that they were travelling in that fell into the Dikhow river on September 1st. So the SDRF team located the ill-fated car 200 meters away from the accident spot, and soon after locating the car, the SDRF divers dived into the river and confirmed that the vehicle has been found. And so the bodies of the 5 deceased were retrieved from the car thereon. And not to forget, the tragic incident occurred when Haren Bora and his mother Punu Bora, along with his wife Punu Bora and daughter Simpi and Munmi Bora, were going to visit relatives in Dikhowmukh. And eyewitnesses who were at the spot had made desperate efforts to rescue the victims, but could not manage doing as the car sunk into the swelling river in no time. Subsequent to this, the NDRF, SDRF and specially trained divers of the 21 paramilitary troopers of the Indian Army swung into action in search of the missing vehicle. And not only this, a 10-member diving team of the Indian Navy was also called in from Visakhapatnam for the search operation with the help of the modern sonar technology. So all the 5 bodies have been recovered. These bodies were recovered at around 11 a.m. this morning, and the recovery puts an end to the 5-day-long search operation that was conducted by the Indian Army, by the Indian Navy and the NDRF, SDRF along with the state police. And this is the latest update from the tragic Dikhowmukh car accident. So search operation has been successful. All the bodies of the deceased have been recovered, and the recovery puts an end to the 5-day-long search operation. Meanwhile, the ADGP Bhaskarjyoti Mahanta narrated the entire search operation. So let's listen into what he had to say.
I'm happy to inform the people of Assam that due to their goodwill and the efforts put in by the rescue teams, namely the NDRF, the SDRF, the Navy experts and the Army para-commandos, and the people of nearby areas, and also the friends from the media, we've been able to locate the ill-fated vehicle which had met an accident 4 days back, and we have lost 5 precious lives. Today, it so happened that beneath one particular OBM, one particular boat, which is driven by the SDRF personnel, State Disaster Response Force personnel, led by our SDRF team leader, Mr. Urang. So the magnet was attached to that particular boat, and that magnet had got the metallic attraction in a particular space, wherein I myself had done some exercises yesterday along with my SDRF team. And we tried that magnetic search yesterday also, but our magnet was very small that day. Then we came back and looked for a bigger magnet, and that had yielded a result. And 2 of our boys, Subba and another Urang, deep diver, expert deep divers, they have been engaged to find out what kind of metal could be there, and they found a vehicle out there in that particular location. And later it got confirmed that they cannot see anything beneath the water because it's so very muddy. But then this rescue has been the result of a joint effort of SDRF, NDRF, the Army Paras, and also the Navy experts. All these units from different places all over the country have gathered together, and they've been motivated so much to yield such an amount of result, and they've been encouraged by the local populace, the sheer goodwill that has been generated towards our people, that had motivated them very strongly, and they have worked with the motto of service before self. All of us had really worked very hard. And Honorable Chief Minister Assam has been monitoring the entire rescue effort very closely, very periodically. He's been calling and trying to find out. He's also given several measures, suggested the involvement of local populace, which we did, and use of bamboo and line search and a whole lot of other efforts that had gone in, are also as a result of the advice that we have received from the Honorable Chief Minister himself. So finally, yes, it's been a great team effort, and it's very interesting that our SDRF boys have succeeded by using that magnetic field. That is a traditional method that has been used. Navy has been trying to use that metal detectors through sonar mechanism, which has been a time-tested mechanism, and it is a very effective mechanism. And it is only incidental that this hadn't attracted the right object at the right place. Though Navy had mapped the entire stretch of the river, and we tried to find out wherever there could be metals. It's unfortunate that we could get different kinds of metal, but not the car. However, that effort itself is so great, and that had reduced our area of attention, and everybody's contribution has been such, because of which this has happened. So I congratulate all the rescue teams who have done their job, and I also pray for the eternal peace of the bereaved family who will never get back. That's all. Thank you.
So, what are the difficulties your team has faced or Navy has faced during the charge operation?
The riverbed of the Dikhow, of the river, the big Dikhow, is very, in that particular stretch, is very tricky. We have consulted the R&D officials of the Water Resource Ministry. We have used different kinds of methodologies, and in addition to the traditional methodology, we have tried to go for GoPro camera. But then the riverbed is very deep at times, not very deep, shallow at times, and there are some crevasses in some locations, and our deep divers had confirmed it. The undercurrent has been so strong that deep divers have told me that